Hi guys, and welcome back to our YouTube channel. So today we are not in the gym. Today is a sit down because I want to converse with you something about weight loss before you start any fitness workout. It's very important, guys. So today we are talking about the somatotypes. Somatotypes are body types. That's a study that was done by someone called William Sheldon. When we talk about body types, we are all different. We need to understand that we are all different. When you want to lose weight, or when you want to gain muscles, or when you want to gain weight, whatever you want to achieve, you must understand first your body type. When you understand your body type, then you're able to do exercise that will help you achieve your goals quickly, because at least you understand your body type. Okay, so when we talk about somatotypes, we'll talk about the ectomorphs. Let's start with, we normally have ectomorph, endomorph, and the mesomorphs. So ectomorphs, mesomorphs, and the endomorphs. But now let's start with the ectomorphs. Ectomorphs are very skinny guys. I'm sure you have those friends who are always very skinny and they eat a lot. They eat a lot, but they're not adding any kilo. So these people normally have a very high metabolism. Their metabolism is very high and very fast. So whatever they eat, it's able to get digested quickly. It's able to get assimilated into the system quickly. So that's the ectomorphs. People we all envy, all of us, because they can eat anything. Ice cream, cakes, whatever they want to eat, they can eat and still maintain their body type. So for them, for the ectomorphs, mostly they come to the gym because they want to gain muscles. They want to gain some weight. And when they come to the gym, the kind of workout we give them is totally different from the kind of workout we give people who are coming to the gym to lose weight. For the ectomorphs, we give them anabolic workouts. Anabolic workouts are workouts relating to putting so much weight, heavy. We're talking about the exercises, the weightlifting. So we put so much weight on them when they're working out, and we reduce on repetition. So high weight, less repetition. Mostly the repetitions are between 6 and 10. So maximum repetition per workout you do are between 6 and 10. Those are the anabolic workouts, because the aim of this ectomorph client is to gain some muscles. So that's what we normally do. Put them on a diet as well, because whatever they eat is also very important. Guys, you don't grow muscles in the gym. You grow muscles when you are resting and eating. Gym is just, when you're trying to activate. What you eat is also very important as an ectomorph. That's why we put them on a separate diet, because they want to gain muscles. Now let's go to the second group. The second group, we call them the endomorphs. The endomorphs are mostly short in structure. They are mostly plump. They are big people, rounded people, mostly with big belly, And the reason why they are endomorphs is because their metabolism is very slow. Endomorphs' metabolism is very, very slow. Yeah. And whatever small they eat, it gets digested and stored into the body. So they might eat very small meal, but whatever they eat is able to be converted into fat, and whatever small they eat, it makes them grow bigger and it makes them grow fat. So the endomorphs are people who really find it very, very hard to lose weight, and their target when they come to the gym is mostly to lose weight. And when the target is mostly to lose weight, it's normally hard if you don't understand the body type. Now once you look at the client, you're able to tell the body type is ectomorph, the body type is endomorph. So for the endomorphs, we put them on a catabolic reaction. Remember, the ectomorphs who want to gain muscles, we put them on anabolic workouts. The endomorphs who want to lose weight, we put them on catabolic workout. Catabolic workouts are exercises that are mostly very small weight. Small is a relative term. So weight they're able to do high repetition. And high repetition, are talking about 20 reps, 30 reps, 40 reps. Yeah. So whatever workout we give an endomorph is mostly so that they're able to do between 20 and 30 and 40 repetitions per workout. So that will help them start the metabolism and shed down the weight that they all want to shed. For the endomorphs, mostly we encourage them to do aerobic workouts. Aerobic workouts are intense cardio that helps them to, in the process of activating their metabolism, making it slightly faster. So at least they're able to lose weight. They're able to, whatever they have, whatever fat they have stored in their system is able to be cut down, broken down, and they're able to lose weight. So when they come to the gym, number one, we put them on high cardio. The workouts we don't normally do after cardio are mostly high intensity interval training, because this is a person who wants to lose weight. So we really have to make sure. Remember last time we spoke about when you come to the gym, the first few minutes you spend doing workouts are mostly to help you burn the recent calories you have in your system, the glycogens, the glucose in your system. Then as you continue working out, you tap into the stored fat, the free fatty acid fat and the stored fat. So until you get to a point you're utilizing, the metabolism is utilizing the stored fat for fuel, you rarely lose weight as quickly as you want. So when the endomorphs come to the gym, we put them on high cardio. And even you at home, now that at least you can place yourself somewhere, try to see the kind of workouts you're doing. If you're looking for workouts online, look for workouts that are able to cut down. If you want to lose weight, look for workouts that are able to help you lose weight. If you want to gain muscles, look for workouts that are able to make you gain muscles. So all in all, look for workouts that suits you. But more important is once you understand what body type you are. Let's talk about the mesomorphs. The mesomorphs are the people, we all envy. They rarely go to the gym. They actually, the last time they hit the gym was, they can't even remember. But these are people who look very athletic. If you look at their structure, it looks very athletic. Yet, it's not as a result of going to the gym. By nature, the way their body is built, they're very, athletic in nature. So those are the mesomorphs. Their metabolism is in between, because these are people who can eat whatever they want. They can increase the fat, yes, but they can equally lose very quickly. So their metabolism is, it varies. It can go very fast and it can go very slowly. Depends on what they do. But these are kind of people who also, if they go to the gym, if their target is to gain muscle, they will gain muscles very quickly. They will also lose the muscles very quickly because their metabolism keeps on fluctuating. So if they want to lose weight, they lose very quickly. If they want to gain the muscles, they'll gain very quickly. The reason why I brought up this issue of under the somatotypes is so that you get to understand your body, because when you come to the gym, never try to compare yourself with anyone. That's a mistake people do. When you come to the gym, you look at, a person at a certain corner of the gym looking very built, and you tell yourself, I'll start workout just like, the workout he's doing, and in no time, I want to attain the body that he has. You don't understand that genetics have played a part in him or her looking the way they look. You are what you eat. 70% is diet. 25% or 20% is whatever else you do activity-wise. Gym, aerobics, walks, runs, high intensity interval training, outdoor workout, indoor workout, all of them. So it comprises of, it's more important you need to understand that whatever you eat makes you. When you talk about all those conditions, body conditions, high blood pressure, diabetes, osteoporosis, arthritis, all of them are conditions. The root cause is somewhere else, and it doesn't come, pop, you wake up in the morning and you are diabetic. No, it's a lifestyle disease. It's how you've trained your body, over a period of time. So if we are what we eat, then we need to be very careful with what we eat. And guys, in the next session, I think we'll try and involve a nutritionist on the show. So if you have any question, put your questions down on the comment section, because when we come next time, we are going to ask the nutritionist all the questions that you have in relation to your journey to weight loss or your journey to gaining muscles. So write down all the questions you have down on the comment section, so at least we are able to address all your questions. Hope you're good up to that point. Yeah. Another factor that you also need to consider is the bone structure, the bone density. People have different bone densities. Yeah, so you can't